Welcome to MyChessPal. Today we are diving into the electrifying Day 3 highlights of the Chess Olympiad 2024, where the Indian chess team is making waves. Let's take a look at the key moments and matchups. Indian Open team faced formidable opponents Hungary. Today Pragnananda replaced Harikrishna. On board number 1 with white pieces, Gukesh opened with Queen Pawn opening versus Grandmaster Kozak of Hungary. After Knight f6, c4, e6, Knight f3, the anti-Nimzo Indian variation, Bishop b4 check, Knight bd2, d5, Queen a4 check, and Knight c6, Gukesh is having a comfortable position in the opening. At move number 19, his opponent played a passive move Queen e8. He was probably planning to go for e5, but it's a slow plan. He could have instead go for c5. Gukesh took advantage of it and played Knight d3, taking firm control of the center. After move number 51, in this position, Gukesh already has a big advantage. Gukesh finished off the game in style with a brilliant move. You can pause the video and try to find it. He played Rook takes d5. After Rook f7, Queen takes e4 check, King g8, and Queen d4, the opponent resigned as checkmate is unavoidable. On board number 2, Pragnananda was playing with the black pieces. His opponent, Grandmaster Tamash, opened with the Reti opening, Knight f3. Pragnananda replied with d5. After g3, c5, Bishop g2, Knight f6, Castle, e6, d3, and Knight c6. Both players have a balanced, solid position in the opening. At move number 34, Pragnananda found a brilliant move in this position. You can pause the video and try to find it. He played Knight b4. After c takes b4, Rook takes c2, Pragnananda is clearly better. Still, his opponent fought very hard until move number 63, where he resigned in this position, as Pragnananda is exchange up and clearly winning. On board number 3, Arjun Erigasi with white pieces opened with English opening. After e6, Knight c3, d5, d4, the game transposed into Queen's Gambit declined. The opponent played Knight f6. After Knight f3, Bishop e7, c takes d5, e takes d5, Bishop f4, and Knight h5. The game is evenly poised. At move number 24, in this position, Arjun went for Rook g6. His opponent should have gone for counter-attack with moves like a4, but instead he went for Rook f8. Arjun doubled his rooks on the g file and built a very strong attack on the opponent king. At move number 30, Arjun finished off the game in style with a brilliant move. You can pause the video and try to find it. e6. After Rook f6, e7, Queen takes e7, Arjun found another brilliant move. Queen takes h6. After g takes h6, Rook takes h6 check, Queen h7, and Rook takes h7 is a beautiful checkmate on the board. On board number 4, Vidit Gujarati with black pieces had to be content with a draw. His opponent, Grandmaster Gabor Pap, played very precisely. He started with e4. Vidit replied with e6, the French defense. After d4, d5, Knight d2, c5, e takes d5, Queen takes d5, Knight g2 f3, c takes d4, Bishop c4, and Queen d7. White has more piece activity, but black has better center control. At move number 22, Grandmaster Pap found a brilliant move to force the draw. He played Knight takes f5. After e takes f5, Queen g5 check, King h8, Queen f6 check, King g8, Queen g5 check, King h8, Queen f6 check, and King g8. The game ended in a draw due to threefold repetition. So India Open team won the match with 3.5 versus 0.5 score versus strong Hungarian team. India women's team faced Switzerland. Today Vaishali replaced Tanya. On board number 1, Harika with black pieces faced former women's world champion Alexandra Kostyniuk. Alexandra opened with e4. Harika replied with e5. After Knight f3, Knight c6, we have bishop c4, the Italian opening on the board. Harika replied with bishop c5. After c3, knight f6, d3 and d6, it's a highly theoretical Italian game. Alexandra played her moves very fast and put a lot of time pressure on Harika. Harika fought very hard, but at move number 31, in this position, she made a blunder, queen a6. Alexandra correctly punished it with b3. After c5, rook takes c4, c takes d4, and rook takes d4, Alexandra has a winning advantage. Finally, Harika resigned in this position at move number 46 as checkmate is unavoidable. On board number 2, Vaishali with white pieces started with the queen pawn opening. After knight f6, Vaishali went for bishop f4, and the game transposed into accelerated London. We have e3, e6, knight f3, bishop d6, knight e5, and castle. And the position is balanced. On move number 26, in this position, Vaishali played bishop f3, putting pressure on the d5 pawn. Her opponent tried to defend it with bishop e6, but Vaishali put more pressure with e4. After d takes e4, rook takes d7, rook takes d7, rook takes d7, bishop takes d7, and bishop takes e4, Vaishali has clear advantage. At move number 38, Vaishali finished off the game in style with bishop takes g6. If h takes g6, then after h7, her pawn will promote to the queen. So her opponent resigned. On board number 3, Divya was playing with the black pieces. Her opponent opened with d4. After knight f6, c4, e6, knight c3, Divya went for the Nimzo Indian defense. After e3, c5, knight e2, and d5, the position is dynamically balanced. At move number 23, her opponent made a mistake, h4. Divya capitalized on it with f5. After bishop h6, bishop g4, bishop to g5, knight d to f3 check, king f1, and knight takes g5, h takes g5, f4, Divya is clearly better. At move number 31, her opponent made a critical mistake, king e1. Divya finished off the game in style. Can you find the move? Knight c2 check. After king e2, Divya finished with f3 checkmate. On board number 4, Bantika Agarwal opened with the queen pawn. After d5, c4, e6, knight f3, knight f6, we have queen's gambit declined on the board. We have g3, d takes c4, bishop g2, and c5, which is a highly theoretical opening position. At move number 20, Bantika found an important move, queen f3, putting pressure on the f7 pawn. Finally, at move number 48, in this position, she managed to bring home the victory. So, women's team won the match against Switzerland with a score of 3-1. Standings after third round are: India Open team is topper with 6 match points and best tiebreak. India women's team is on the 4th position with 6 match points. The biggest upsets of third round were Super GM's Anish Giri and Vincent Kiemer both lost as the Netherlands and Germany sank to losses against Italy and Lithuania. Magnus Carlsen got late for his first game of the Olympiad, but after reaching just in nick of time on bicycle, managed to win the game and led Norway to excellent victory against Georgia. That is a wrap for Day 3 at the Chess Olympiad 2024. India is on an impressive run, and we can't wait to see what is in store for the coming days. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more updates and highlights. Until next time, bye and take care.